gentlemen, we're back to MLG Anaheim. You're watching the main stream. We got Coach Park versus Bubbles. The next map is Belshire Vestige. Bubbles going for the cannon rush.
You know, I wonder if that brings back memories to Coach Park because he did face off against WR1 when he played Brood War.
How do you know this?
I followed Brood War, man, back in the day.
I didn't follow it that well.
But for those guys who know anything about Brood War, Coach Park's background, of course, WR1 was one of the most famous players.
Really?
And he did a lot of builds people considered kind of cheesy. I mean, he was very good in other builds too, but he cheesed a lot. And he did knock Coach Park out of a qualifier before, so it was Protoss. Those Protoss builds, man. Oh, what is this? Coach Park. He's striking back.
You know, Coach Park was like analyzing what Bubbles was doing. He's like, you know, you're doing that wrong. I'm going to show you how to do it properly. So we're going to see what Coach Park. Early probe across the map generally means we're going to see proxy buildings, for those at home who are wondering. But before this gets too far underway, allow me to introduce the players in the top left-hand location. We have the red Protoss player representing Team Quantic Academy. Going for the Cannon Rush Game 1. Can he take Game 2? He is Bubbles. One of the coolest names, in my personal opinion. And his opponent in the bottom right-hand location, your blue Protoss player, trying to get some revenge here in Game 2. He is Coach Park.
You know, it's something that should be pointed out here.
Go ahead.
It's not like Coach Park is losing to a random guy in the first game. Bubbles is a GM level player.
Yes, absolutely.
I mean, he's been playing for pro teams for the past year and a half.
Yes.
He played for Itzgosu. Now he's in the Quantic Academy. He's trying to get in there. You can't cheese Bubbles, man. This guy is the master of this.
He scouts it. Oh, he scouts it. Okay.
Oh no, what could be worse for Coach Park?
Now, does Coach Park even know he was scouted?
I mean, he saw the probe.
Did he? Okay.
Yeah. The pylon was finished, so it has the same vision range.
Right.
And the probe actually went in a couple more ticks. But what's he going to do, right? Oh, you know what's good, though, actually? Bubbles is going double gateways, which means if Coach Park goes straight to a Psycore and home...
And transitions.
Yeah, he may be able to pull this one off. Now, what he's got to do, he's got to make Bubbles think he's really committing to Zealots.
Yeah.
But find a way to transition to Stalkers in the background, because he's not going to make more Zealots than Bubbles. Bubbles has more economy, he has twice the gateways, but... Coach Park has the map control in a way because his gateway's on the other side of the map, so Bubbles has a harder time crossing the map. But there goes the gas. He's trying to transition right now.
Okay, so Coach Park identifying exactly what his opponent is doing. He sees the two gateways, so it's like, okay, let's just transition a little bit faster. Let's get that Cyber Core out so we get that Stalker out, maybe even a Mothership Core. Let's get that tech advantage, but scare my opponent a little bit. Let's see if it works out. Also important here, if Bubbles invests too much into Zealots, that's not what he wants to do. He needs to identify exactly what Coach Park is doing.
That's right. So what Bubbles is going to be looking for here is both to transition himself, and also he's actually the guy who wants to put pressure on Coach Park because he has a greater Zealot count. So yeah, if he has enough Zealots to defend, in fact, a Forge. That's
is he going to try to?
I think there's something crossing map. Is that a Zealot or is that a?
It might be a probe.
Yeah, it's just a probe.
Okay. So that probe might try to set up offensive cannons, as crazy as it sounds.
You know what? That could be it.
Yeah.
I'm thinking there's no way he's getting defensive Forge, because he knows it's a one guy, he has two. This is an offensive Forge. This is
3 versus 2. Park is going to like this. Need to micro back that weakened Zealot. That's exactly what he does. Great control there from Coach Park. Now Bubbles going to back up a little bit. Now Bubbles sit.
Park sees it.
He sees it.
Fooled me once.
Okay. Okay.
But Bubbles has a Zealot crossing map now to reinforce that, so it's going to be more difficult for Park to defend with just probes. But look at this. He's actually going for the Psycore. Yeah,
I don't know if he can.
He's not going to kill it. If he could, it would have been awesome.
Okay, so we're about to see some cannons warped in across the map from Bubbles on that forward pylon. It's exactly
what does Park do? He's going to have to try to get his own units out.
I mean, you pull probes, but there's a Zealot coming forward from Bubbles to reinforce that cannon.
This is such a rough spot. You know,
Mothership Core's on the way.
Oh, Mothership Core might save it. Now, that one cannon will get up, but that's okay. As long as Park doesn't let any closer cannons get up. That second, okay, that's the pylon. Kill the Zealot first.
Yep, kill the Zealot, and then target down that closer cannon. The cannon in the back doesn't matter as much.
But that's a pylon. But
oh, that is a pylon. Okay.
The first pylon is too far back to actually get cannons in a danger zone. All he has to do is prevent any closer cannons from getting up. There's another Zealot now, though. Oh, the Mothership Core is taking fire. It's taking fire. He's got to keep that alive.
Oh, no, he's not.
It's okay. It looked like it was.
Optical illusion. StarCraft 2 known for those. All right. Cannon trying to get it closer right next to that Nexus, and probe getting taken out there. But Coach Park targeting down the cannon is exactly what he has to do. but Bubbles has a Stalker on the field. 2 Zealots aren't going to do much. You're going to try to get some shots off on the Stalker and
they're
the
all
Zealots.
dying.
And now Bubbles is going to go across the map. Can Coach Park handle this? Doesn't have enough energy yet for that Photon Overcharge. He's going to need that. Also, Warp Gate, a little bit ahead here for Bubbles in this situation and not Coach Park. These cannons trying to get up. Coach Park doesn't necessarily have the DPS to take down all these cannons, but he can't let one get up.
Oh, this is so bad. I mean, this one cannon, I think he's going to get this one.
It's going to get the gateway before the unit comes out.
Oh, no!
Oh,
he gets
Stalker
out!
barely gets out. Okay.
Oh, and that doubles his damage output against these cannons. Now, how close is he to that Photon Overcharge?
There it is.
There it goes.
Photon Overcharge is down. He has to get rid of these cannons before they do too much damage. Important to note, Bubbles is investing a lot into this attack. He has to make it worth it. Some probes going to be pulled here, but here come the reinforcements from Bubbles. Here comes the Stalker. 3 more Zealots are on the way. This is looking like another relatively dire situation here for Coach Park, desperately trying to hold this off, but with the 3 Zealots coming forward, I don't know what he does.
Oh, there's too much damage output. The Nexus alone can't take it all. Probes are being butchered. He's almost lost enough probes that Bubble has the economic lead.
Oh, Bubbles targeting down the Nexus. Coach Park trying to make this happen, but I think it might be too little too late. Get another Stalker out, puts an Overcharge. In fact, it's about to wear away. The motion core looks like it might even be gone. And Bubbles just showing how good he is with the cannons. Now, cannons, they do throw out Bubbles, so maybe that's indicative of why he chose the name.
That's his power, man. You know, that was so awesome to see him react to a proxy gateway with a cannon rush. I've never seen that reaction before, and that was...
There's the GG, the Nexus trying to get finished up. Bubbles takes the 2-0 over Coach Park, and he's going to have a smile on his face for sure. Nicely played there from Bubbles. Of course, he's on Quantic Academy. Look out for him in the future of this tournament. And Coach Park is not out of the tournament just yet, guys. Not out of the tournament. This is double elimination, so he's going to have a bit of a road ahead of him if he wants to get to the final of this tournament. But that's not the last you see of Coach Park here.
No, he's going to be trying to fight his way back, of course. This is a very, very tough loss, so going out in the first round like that, I mean, Bubbles is a great player, but going out to cannons twice in a row has got to be rough.
I know. I mean, let's say you're in that game. How do you react? How do you kind of play that as Coach Park? What do you do after that first game, man?
Honestly, I kind of liked his build because if he thinks, if Bubbles went for the straight cannon rush,
right,
the proxy gateway pretty much always beats it. Because if they're straight cannon rushing, they're not going to scout around their base.
Sure.
And if they don't scout around their base, yeah, they have like 1 cannon being built like out of range, and the second ones are starting. Your Zealots already in their base, and they're dead. Right. Like 2 Zealots will be, they only have like 10 probes. 2 Zealots will be the 10 probes. And then even if you can't hold your main, they're actually dead. You just build a Nexus somewhere else and you win, right? So I like the idea because it would have picked up an easy win if Bubbles did the same build again.
The Forge first?
Yeah, and then even if he didn't, it's not the end of the world. You can still play that build from different spots. He tried to play it out, but Bubbles' reaction was pretty cool once those cannons got up, man.
It's good. I mean, cannons are definitely good offensively. I'm wondering how many people on the ladder are going to try to use that, the cannon rush tactics. It's a nice thing to practice.
It absolutely is.
Because you're definitely going to be seeing it, when you actually start playing in tournaments. A lot of players are going to do that in tournaments. It's one of the most obvious differences from ladder play, I would say. I mean, I guess there might be a decent amount of cannon rushing on the ladder.
Not as much.
Right.
Because the thing is on ladder, people are practicing.
Right.
And there's only so many games you can practice that cannon rush build. Now, Bubbles has a mastered.
That's true.
So it's a build that, he plays it 1 in 20 games on the ladder to make sure he's got it spot on.
Yep.
Other 19 out of 20 games, he practices his other type of gameplay.
And it's the thing about tournament play, too. It's one of those things that you implement that as an opponent, if you're preparing for an MLG, you're not necessarily going to be preparing for those cannon rush builds that might happen. So it's one of those things where, okay, you kind of see it 1 out of every 100 games, you might not be as prepared for it in tournament play. So I think right now we have Total Biscuit getting ready for an interview with Coach Park. Total Biscuit, take it away, man.
Thank you very much, Axel Toss. Ladies and gentlemen, I give you Coach Park. Now, it's a unique opportunity to get to talk to Coach Park, especially at a foreign tournament. And the first question I'd like to ask to you is, why did you decide to compete in the MLG Open Bracket?
네, 왜 참가하게 선택하셨어요?
사실 제가 이제 코칭 스태프로서 선수의 마인드를 조금 더 배워야겠다 그 생각을 많이 했는데 최근에 방송 게임에 대한 제가 실질적인 느낌을 많이 알지 못해서 더 많이 알고 싶었고, 그리고 두 번째로는 좀 더 재밌는 MLG를 되기 위해서 그런 이유도 있습니다. 네.
As part of the coaching staff, I feel it's very important to understand the perspective of a player. So I thought it would be really good for me to actually experience the live broadcasted match aspect. Second of all, I thought it would make my MLG experience even more fun for me. So yeah.
Fantastic answer there. Now, Coach Park, you're one of the few coaches that often travels to foreign events. We've actually seen you at WCS with your players. And I'd like to know why you decide to come out of Korea so often to be with your players at events.
많은 감독님들이 해외 대회 있을 때마다 나오기 힘들어서 많은 감독들이 안 나오는데 감독님께서는 해외 대회 많이 나왔잖아요. 근데 그 선택을 왜 했어요?
제 한국에서 코칭 스태프 한 지 한 8년 정도 됐는데 사실 한국의 상황들은 굉장히 많이 아는데 한국에 있다 보니까 해외가 그러니까 외국이 굉장히 e스포츠가 성장하는 것을 한국에서만 보니까 이걸 가보고 싶기도 하고 체감하고 싶기도 해서 제가 EGTL 들어오면서 이게 기회다 싶어서 알렉스와 코디한테 이야기를 많이 했는데 적극적으로 지원해줘서 제가 지금 열심히 돌아다니면서 느끼고 배우고 있습니다.
You know, I've been a part of the esports scene in Korea for 8 years. I'm very, experienced with the scene there. I know the scene very well in and out, but I haven't been able to view the esports scene outside of Korea firsthand. So, I talked to Alex and Cody of Evil Geniuses. I thought this would be a great opportunity for, to go abroad, to travel around to other esports events internationally and experience it firsthand. So, I'm taking advantage of that opportunity right now.
And we have time for one final question, Coach Park. I would like to know what exactly you think about the crowd out here today. Everyone seemed to be behind you, and everyone was very excited to see you perform here. So do you have any words for the American crowd here today?
이렇게 경기했을 때 많은 팬들이 감독님을 응원했거든요. 그래서 여기 와주신 분들께서 뭐 하고 싶은 말을 있는지.
I'm baby English. Hello, nice to meet you. I'm Coach Park. Thank you. I love you, Anaheim. More than New York. I like food. Anaheim food. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, Coach Park! All right, guys, you are watching MLG Spring Championship, and we've got plenty more great StarCraft 2 action coming your way right about this. Do not go anywhere.